So I just kind of thought of something. I was listening to this video, and the guy who was making the video said these Gen Z kids think, they can just hit everybody, man or woman. And we have like men thinking, okay, well, equal rights, equal fights. And I get, like, as a guy, it can be a bit satisfying because nowadays, obviously, it's like, okay, you want equal rights? Cool. We'll treat you equally. Like, if you want to do all the things that you're doing, like, for example, let me think of something that's not fair. I guess, like, I believe in equal opportunity. I think a lot of times opportunity is given more to people who claim to be minorities, like the opposite sex. And sometimes as a guy that can be a bit frustrating. And you think, well, okay, cool. If you want to get the advantage to get these positions to do all the jobs that guys want to do, cool. Then join construction. They never do. Or some crazy guys might be like, well, we can hit them back. And it's sort of justified, or it is justified if somebody's attacking you and you're actually being threatened. But if you're being attacked by a woman, or she hits you or something, is it really going to hurt as much as if you hit her? No. So anyway, where am I going with this? It seems, let's just, I don't know if this is true of all of Gen Z. I don't think it is. But let's just take the perspective that Gen Z guys believe it's completely okay to hit a woman when she is hitting, or when she gets a little bit physical with him. He thinks he can hit her back, even if he's not really under threat, but she hit him. Okay. Now that's disrespect if a woman just like hits you, right? If she makes it physical. Violence is never the answer. So if she's getting violent with you, she's probably not going to hurt you. You're probably stronger than her. But you might think to yourself, well, shouldn't I hit her back? To me, that's not the answer. Because you're a guy, you're stronger. It's just not fair. It's not the right thing to do, to respond to that violence with somebody who's not as strong as you with violence. You just come off like a douchebag if you kick somebody's ass who's smaller than you. And you're actually not being threatened. I think that's a very cowardly thing to do. So what's the answer for disrespect? Like, let's say a woman slaps her. Let's say she's just being very difficult with you. You've tried talking to her. You've tried being logical. She's not accepting it. You tried apologizing and owning up to what you're doing wrong, and you try to get her to, be on the same page as you, to calm down and be level-headed, and she's not doing it. How do you handle that? So instead, I grew up with adults. By the way, I don't think it's just Gen Z, but I'm taking that perspective that Gen Z guys think it's okay to hit a woman or get violent with them or get aggressive with them. And I grew up with boomers grew up around boomers who would do that too. That's, everybody can think of an example of this aggressive guy who's being aggressive with his wife. So if you have a partner, women basically thrive, I'm talking to men here, women basically thrive off of attention. And that could be for the hoes of the world today, or the 304s, as they say in a censored way. Women that are attention-seeking, that like to go around and get a lot of attention from people. That could be everybody around them taking away the attention and not giving them attention anymore. That's a good punishment that will make them very sad. If they're misbehaving, or if they're being inappropriate, or they're doing something that's just very disrespectful, if you take away the attention from it, then they'll actually learn a lesson from it. But it's kind of hard to do that when you have a lot of people, for example, a lot of simps today who will support a woman no matter how she behaves, or just a lot of girls that will support a girl when she's acting immature. Unfortunately, girls will support each other even if they're acting really immature sometimes, or a lot of the time. So that's hard to do. But in a relationship with your partner, if you get, let's say things are getting heated, you might even get slapped, or let's say she's just being aggressive with you and she's just not stopping. Taking away attention from her, the same way that you take attention away from an attention-seeking girl who gets attention from a lot of people, and that kind of enables her to be the way that she is. you can take your attention away from your partner. Instead of getting aggressive, instead of getting violent, instead of yelling back, getting mad back, you can be the bigger person and give her a hug. And if you give her a hug and she's still, like, let's say this video, I'm talking about a woman who's like still just nonstop being aggressive. All she wants to do is argue. The move on the chessboard in the game is to withdraw your attention. That could be, you know what? That could be just saying, you know what? I'm done. We're not doing this right now. And then that really takes a lot of self-control. If you're staying in the same room, the better option is to leave the room, or even leave the building, or even sleep somewhere else that night. And this actually works very well, because if you think about it, it leaves, because like if she's getting attention as a woman, she's getting your attention. If you guys are arguing back and forth at each other, you're feeding into that. And yeah, call me sexist or whatever, because I said as a woman. Well, I'm a guy. I don't believe that men and women are exactly the same. Sorry, I don't. So I'm speaking from a guy's perspective who has experience with women. And if you withdraw that attention, it kind of leaves her. I mean, you can even imagine this just as a person. I guess this goes beyond just giving advice to men. You can imagine if you're doing something crazy and then you're not getting any attention for it, and somebody just like walks away, and then you're left just being mad by yourself, you feel kind of stupid. And you're just left to solve your emotions for yourself, or to deal with your emotions yourself. So that's part of why it works. The other reason why it works is because, again, for that starvation of attention that starts when you take away, because like if they're arguing with you and you're arguing back, they're getting attention, you're giving them attention. If they're not stopping and you start giving them more attention, they'll start to learn, just subconsciously, they'll start to learn, if I argue with him, he'll give me more attention. So you want to take that attention away and just be a mature person, be like, well, we'll come back to this when we're calm, when you're calm. You know, I'm going to calm down. Like, when we're both calm, we can talk about this. So that is how you punish, I forgot what I was going to title this. That's how you punish bad behavior or aggression.